What's happening, guys? Cody here with Edge Pro, and if you're debating between the Apex and the Apex Plus, I'm here to help you make a decision. We're going to talk about the similarities and differences and figure out which setup makes the most sense for you. Let's begin by talking about what these two machines have in common. They both use the same stone arm and use a 6-inch sharpening stone. The table dimensions are the same, and each unit offers the exact same sharpening capabilities, including sharpening angles from 10 to 33 degrees. The guide plate adjusts back and forth to accommodate different blade widths, and the spring-loaded stone arm makes swapping stones quick and easy. Now let's talk about what distinguishes the original Apex from the Apex Plus. From the table up, they're essentially the same machine. The differences lie below the table. The standard Apex features collapsible legs with suction cups and comes with a compact carry bag. It's an ultra lightweight, portable system, great if you travel or need to move your sharpener around. Just note that the suction cups require a smooth, non-porous surface to stay secured. The Apex Plus, on the other hand, has an upgraded aluminum frame for added rigidity. It comes mounted on a stand with a base plate that can be clamped to your work surface, and we include the clamp in every Apex Plus kit we sell. If you have a permanent sharpening station, you can also use the holes in the base plate to screw it down directly. Just a heads up, if you want to permanently mount your Apex Plus to your sharpening bench, we do not include the screws for that. You'll need to run to your own local hardware store and pick up whatever screws you need based on whatever your bench material is. Another mounting option for the Apex Plus is the weighted base, and that's sold separately. This is a great solution if you're short on space or can't use a clamp due to drawers or obstructions underneath your work area. Having used all of these mounting options myself, I can tell you that each mounting option has its own pros and cons, so when trying to make your decision between the Apex and the Apex Plus, you have to ask yourself, how do I want to mount my sharpener? And let your answer guide your decision. Now let's talk about some of the key accessories that go with both models. And let's begin with the retractable magnet. The magnet fits underneath the blade table and helps stabilize your knife while sharpening. It's especially useful when paired with the slide guide, but since there are some knives where the magnetic pull gets in the way, we made it retractable so you can lower it and demagnetize the table instantly. So for over 25 years, our customers sharpened with the Edge Pros with no magnets whatsoever, and they still got amazing results. But I do think if you add this accessory, it will help shorten the learning curve and make for a better user experience. So if you go with the original Apex, the retractable magnet is an add-on accessory that needs to be purchased separately. But if you go with the Apex Plus, they come stock with a removable magnet, which is basically just a simplified version. It just has no moving parts, but they both use the exact same magnet. Next on the list, we have the slide guide. Think of this as an upgraded guide plate. It extends across the entire blade table and has an independently adjustable center section. This gives you 2 points of contact for better blade stabilization and repeatable positioning. It really works best when paired with one of the magnets. The slide guide helps keep the knife from pivoting, and the magnet helps keep the knife from rocking, so they make a deadly combination. With that being said, make sure you don't toss your original guide plate in the garbage because it's thinner and provides just a little extra stone clearance, which makes it better for sharpening at low angles and for sharpening narrow knives. So the next one in the lineup is called the scissor attachment, but it can actually do a lot more than just scissors. You can also sharpen loppers, pruners, plane blades, chisels, and other tools as well. The scissor attachment, in my opinion, is the most underhyped product we make. Now, if you're just sharpening for yourself and you hardly ever use scissors, I get it, you may not need this, but if you're planning on starting a sharpening business, even if it's a small sharpening business, you'd be surprised how frequently people will ask you if you can sharpen scissors and other tools that can be mounted in this device. The scissor attachment kind of opens up a can of worms on how to use it. We do have some videos already dedicated to it, and I'll try to get some more out soon. So I'm just going to throw some images up on the screen for now so you can get an idea of how you'd mount different tools in this attachment and see how it works. But what I wanted to clear up in this video is that you can get the scissor attachment for every model knife sharpener we make. For each machine, it's the exact same scissor attachment and it works the same. However, the hardware required to attach it is a little different for each machine. So when you make your purchase, make sure you select the option that fits the model you own. And the next attachment in the lineup is the Apex bench mount. And this attachment is only compatible with the original Apex. This attachment was designed before we had the Apex Plus, and at the time we wanted to have a solution for someone who purchased the suction cup model but really wished they had the ability to attach their Apex to their wood workbench. You just slide the guide plate forward to make space for the connecting piece in the back, push it through, add the washer and wing nut, and boom, now your standard Apex can be clamped to a workbench. But if clamping your Apex to your workstation is what you really intend to do, I would recommend the Apex Plus because it's basically a bench mount on steroids. Next up, we got the small knife attachment. And all this is a little mini blade table with a mini guide plate that fits on top of your existing table. And it does help add a little bit of flexibility with blade placement on certain knives. And it also helps to make sharpening the tips of really small knives a little bit easier. The one downside to the small knife attachment is that it adds an extra 1/4 inch of material between the magnet and your knife, so it basically kills all the magnetism when you're using the small knife attachment. Let's talk storage. As I mentioned earlier in this video, the standard Apex comes with a Cordura carry bag where you can fit the sharpener, a small assortment of stones, and a water bottle. I've seen people cram some other attachments in there, but there's really not much room to carry a lot of extra stuff as it's intended to be lightweight and portable. For the Apex Plus, we do have a toolbox style carry case available where there's a lot more space for different attachments, stones, and even the weighted base. It's the same carry case that we use for the Beveltech, but the foam is cut to fit the Apex Plus. So there you have it. That's the side-by-side comparison of the Apex and the Apex Plus. But if you're thinking to yourself that, geez, I think I might want to go even bigger and better, make sure you check out our flagship sharpener, the Beveltech, which was designed specifically for commercial sharpeners and true sharpening fanatics. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, give me a call, or send me an email. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.